Welcome to Physics of Gamification, the podcast where science meets behavior design. I'm your host, Hakan Uzer, co-founder of MotivaCraft. In each episode, we take one gamification mechanic and connect it to a law of physics to understand not just what works, but why it works. Today's topic, entropy, and how your feedback systems might be falling apart long before you realize. Let's dive in. You are staring at the dashboard. Badges are going out, milestones are ticking. On paper, the system is alive. But in the room, it's quiet. No high fives, no comments, no buzz. They are doing the work, sure, but no one's reacting. No one's even mentioning it anymore. It's like your beautifully built system is still moving, but the soul's gone cold. It's not burnout, it's not boredom, it's something quieter and harder to notice. It's decay, where everything looks fine on the surface, but nothing's really landing. The system is still running, but people, they've already checked out. Entropy in physics is the natural tendency for energy to scatter unless something fights to hold it together. In human systems, it's that moment when effort fades into routine, when passion turns into paperwork. Without new input, without spark, your feedback mechanisms start to unravel, slowly, silently. Here is the truth. People don't need fireworks, they need meaning. And when recognition becomes predictable, that meaning dissolves. Not because people are ungrateful, but because the brain adapts. It normalizes, it moves on. I've seen it up close. Brilliant employees quietly pulling away from systems that should have energized them. Not because the mechanics were wrong, but because the feedback lost its voice. Same pop-ups, same badges, same good job. Again. And eventually, it doesn't matter how much you reward. If it all feels the same, it feels like nothing. This is the part where most systems die, not with error messages, but with silence. When the motivation that once sparked energy turns into silent, routine clicks. No more pride, no more curiosity, just checkbox behavior. Tasks completed, boxes ticked, but no one's feeling it. That's not engagement. That's quiet resignation. So, what do? You don't add more glitter, you add contrast. Let people go longer without praise, so when it lands, it lands. You change the rhythm. You stop talking to the task and start talking to the person. Not you submitted the report, but the way you stepped in when the team was stuck, that changed everything. You surprised them, not like clockwork every Tuesday at 9, but in the moment it actually counts. When they are not expecting a praise, but absolutely needed to hear it. You frame their progress not as points, but as identity growth. You are becoming the person others count on. That hits different. And if you do it right, that moment, that recognition won't just motivate, it'll stick. Because it was felt. Never forget, motivation doesn't disappear, it decays. You've been listening to Physics of Gamification. No soundstage, no studio polish. Just ideas built to challenge how we think and how we lead. If this episode made you rethink how people feel your feedback, not just receive it, share it with anyone trying to build something worth caring about. I'm Hakan Uzer, and next time we are talking about the observer effect, how just tracking behavior can shift it and not always in your favor. Until then, stay alert and keep designing like a physicist.